Okay, everyone. My name is John Johnson. I'm going to go ahead and get this started. I'm excited to come visit with you guys tonight. Tonight we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, not so much for the opportunity itself, but a lot of training and sales. And I've been thinking about this training for the last couple of days and what I wanted to cover tonight and how I wanted to approach this. We are so close to so many major announcements and things that are coming up. First of all, though, before I get into all of that, I want to give a huge shout out to my friend Dave Dove, Double D, he calls himself. I'm Double J, he's Double D, for being named the marketing expert person over at RNetwork as far as to represent the field. He's going to go out and help you guys with everything you can do. We've got Jeremy and myself as master members. We're going to help with our own marketing and for our teams and things of that sort. But we wanted a marketing director for corporate, and Dave was named. I'm very excited for him. I think it's going to do a fantastic job. He and I, we see eye to eye on a lot of things. I love working with him. He's absolutely a blast to work with. So big shout out to Dave, and you've earned it, buddy. Proud of you. That's awesome. And we actually, he and I had a conversation today about some of the stuff that we're doing, and different scripts and stuff that we want to write and things of that sort. We're very excited to start rolling out a lot of the marketing stuff. With that being said, we're also excited that the marketing stuff we roll out is going to be compliant. I never loved talking about compliance, but I know it's a necessary evil. As you know, we are about to launch a bank, and we are going to, I believe, take the world by storm. I honestly do. I met with some amazing gentlemen today for a couple of hours over at corporate. One of the gentlemen with a vast background in banking in that industry just loved what we had. And just everyone I talked to, when we really peel back the layers of what we're doing, they get very excited. And you know what? They should be very excited. This thing's phenomenal. And but it's very important that our messaging is clear, it's concise, it's consistent, and it's compliant. And so everything we do, part of that email that was sent out today from corporate, naming Dave, one of the reasons is he's going to help reel the message in. And anything that comes from our Rise Up, our world, places, that's where you go first for information. They release the information, then guys such as Jeremy and myself, we can regurgitate it, share it with you guys, maybe change a slide here and there, whatever. But the important thing is the content's got to be the same. Everything, the messaging needs to be the same, needs to be consistent. That way there's no confusion, and at the same time, people can get excited, but they know where to look for the updates. So always stay plugged in. It's extremely important to stay plugged in. I receive a lot of emails, phone calls. You would not believe how many calls I get in one day. And a lot of them are asking me questions, and the answers had been given numerous times on our Facebook pages. And just people not being plugged in, they're not staying plugged in, and then they're wondering why, they may be struggling. Well, the reason is because they're not plugged in. They don't know what's going on, because who knows what they're doing. And so I always tell people, stay plugged in. It is extremely important. And tonight you're going to notice I'm only using one slide in tonight's presentation, because everything on the slide is extremely important, and I can cover a lot of information with one slide. One thing that makes me very excited about our network is easy. It's charter member and then the customer to charter member ratio. Whenever I look at a business opportunity, or any business in general, if I was hired to consult for a business owner, one of the first things I would always tell them is say, hey, what does your customer base look like? Who are your customers? Who are your demographics? How are you reaching out to gain customers? What are you doing to retain customers? Those are questions that you need to ask every business person. He or she needs to ask themselves. And what we've got with our network is so amazing, because for the first time, I believe, in network marketing history, an average person can do very well because of the way that we've set this up. And it really has to do with that customer to charter member ratio. Not every person in the world is a salesperson. I completely 100% understand that inside and out. In fact, I've spoken with a lot of people, and they would agree with me when I say this. I've trained hundreds and hundreds of sales guys over the years, many. One thing that's always constant is this. They either have the ability to sell or they don't. And if they don't have any sales ability at all, and they're just, kind of there, whatever, it's just not their thing, and that's okay. It's extremely difficult to train somebody to become a salesperson who is not naturally a salesperson. Now, if you are naturally a salesperson, you can hone your skills, you can improve, you can humble yourselves and get better and listen to others that have been there, done that, and you can become a fantastic salesperson. But some people either need to have it or they don't. And that has been something I think that's been lost in the shuffle when it comes to network marketing in general. A lot of companies were expecting you to sell people usually overpriced products and services in the form of an auto ship, and even good salespeople could struggle with it, especially when they throw in all the wrinkles to their pay plans and everything. I'm telling you, the cards were stacked against you. They were stacked against you. I'm just being, one thing people appreciate about me, I am brutally honest. I do not hold back at all. I say it how it is because people need to hear the truth. And they need to learn to decipher a good opportunity from one that may not be so great. And with this opportunity, the fact that you've got the ability to say, here's an app. Once the app is released, and we'll talk about when to market the app a little bit later. Once it's released, you can say, hey, Bobby, or whoever your friend is, let's say Bobby, download this free app, and on this free app, open your digital bank account. And oh, by the way, if you're out of the country, it's okay. If you're in one of these 82 countries and growing, whatever, you can download this app. You can open up your account. And by the way, by being a member of our bank, you can save money on purchases. And oh, by the way, if you refer other people, you can make money by referring others. There has been so many companies over the years that have used this same strategy, and it has worked for them. We will pay you $5 to refer somebody. We'll pay you 10, we'll pay you 50, we'll pay you 100, whatever it may be. But a lot of times they pay you once, and guess what? It works. We are offering free customers to come in, save money, and earn a potential residual, because every single time the person he or she refers somebody else, they are paid if they use the product, which is the bank account. They run a debit on that account, they will be paid up to 10 basis points, up to 0.1%. They will be paid if someone in their downline orders a car through our auto. All the different things that we offer the free customers, those free customers take advantage of that product or service, and that product and or service is attached to the commission. They will be the charter member above them will be paid, and the free customer will be paid on those swipes. And the cool thing about it is this: your average Joe can refer somebody to a free app. They can share an app. They can totally do that. So what that does is it evens the playing field more. Now, I get it. The larger guy, the guy that has this massive network, they're always going to have an advantage. And yes, it's true. I'm just, like I said, I say how it is. Yes, they will have an advantage. But it's about darn time somebody tipped the scales and allowed the small guy to play, to come in and give him a very legitimate shot for success. We have been hungering for something like this. We have been wanting this for such a long time. When I spoke with the group today, I said something that really stuck. And I said, look, if you want to create a healthy business, you've got to allow your customers to bring you other customers. You've got to set up a company or a business where customers will bring you other customers and the retention will be high. We've done that. We've done that. I honestly believe that the charter member to customer ratio, my personal opinion, not corporate's, not anyone else's, my opinion, just based off of everything I've seen, everything that's going on behind the scenes, what I'm doing, what you're doing, all this stuff, I think it's going to be a minimum 1,000 to 1. One charter member for every 1,000 customers. I honestly believe that, and it may be more. I'm saying minimum. Now, What that means for everyone on this call, please listen to this next part very carefully. We have something that could darn well go viral and go viral fast. If I'm listening to this call and I'm thinking, how do I market this? How do I present this? This is how I do it. I talk to individuals and I explain to them this free app. I explain to them the benefits of having an account, whether they're in the US, whether they're outside the US. Learn this thing inside and out. Why would it be beneficial for someone outside the US to have a US-based account? Why? Well, learn why. Research it. Talk to people outside the US. Talk to them about why they think it would be advantageous to them. Why would they like to save money? All that kind of things. Why would you, for example, if I have a bank account here in the US, whatever a bank it may be, is my bank helping me save money? Is my bank paying me every time I refer somebody more than once? Are they paying me more than once? Are they doing it? If not, then there's major advantages to being a member of our bank. So if I'm looking at this, honestly, I'm thinking, man, I can come in and free and do all this. So can this go viral? You better believe it can go viral. Going back to the 7.8 billion people on the planet, there's about 9,000 people in our network right now. That is a freckle. That is a fraction of the population. Do I have to go out and get thousands of charter members for success? No. Can I go out and get thousands of customers and have success with 0 charter members? Yes. Now, will I have more success with more charter members? Absolutely, I will. Every single charter member you sign up is a salesperson for you. Think about building a sales organization. That's what I've done in the past. That's why I love this. I've built sales organizations. So I look at as every charter member as a salesperson. Why? Because this charter member needs to understand that he or she will make commission on all their charter members in their matrix. They'll make money on all their customers. They'll make money on all their customers' customers and all their charter members' customers' customers. That's a lot of money. There's a lot of income to be made with charter members. A lot. And there's a lot of different ways to do it. Another thing that came up in my meeting today was a payroll aspect. Once that rolls out, if I were you, I would be writing a list. I would be taking my list down. And here's what's funny. Most of the time when you hear a network marketer speak, say, oh, write down the top 20 people, write down the 5 people, the 10 people, whatever it may be. No, write down the businesses you want to approach. Write down the people you know that are business owners, small business, medium business, large, it doesn't matter. Do they offer payroll? Do they have employees? Yes, write them down. Write them down. When the bank rolls out, get ready to go out there and learn how to present. And I get a lot of questions, well, what's this going to look like? What's this going to look like? How do I present this? What are the fees? Those are still being put together. So Dave, with his new position, our Rise Up, our World, announcements will be made. Jeremy and I will regurgitate those announcements. We'll share them with the field. Once we have them, everybody will know. So what do we do in the meantime? Easy. I've mentioned this many times before. I have not placed one single ad. Not yet on Facebook. I had this conversation with Dave earlier, and I said it's very easy to me. It's simple. There is something called perceived value. What that means is right now I understand where this is at. I'm telling people the best thing to do is not get ahead of corporate. Allow corporate to catch up to the messaging. Don't get ahead of it, because what you're going to do if you get ahead of the messaging for corporate, you are going to cause a situation where you lose credibility. It will happen, and you don't want to do that. You have one shot with your market. Think about how companies are built every day. Think about the CEO, the mid-management, the high management, all that. You have, say, one person as a CEO. You have a few managers, maybe you have 10 people total. And they want to create a company with millions of customers, millions of people. Well, who are your visionaries? Your visionaries are your CEO, your management, the people right there, the leaders, visionaries. The millions of people, those are the customers. That's your market. It's no different with this, guys. It's no different. So if you look at it and you say, all right, top income earners in the country, the top 1%, 2%, 3%, whatever, you still have well over 90%, though that's your consumer base. Think about this as a real business. I come in, I pay $68 once, I pay $38 a month, and I can build a real consumer base. Now, I want to get my key leaders, because I'm now the CEO of my company. I'm the CEO. I'm going to bring in my key leaders and my visionaries, and together we're going to become business partners, and we're going to put together, create a plan of action to market to our customers. Am I going to market something to my customer that doesn't exist yet? No, I'm not. Because once my customer asks me a question about this, I don't have an answer. Unless you preface it. You say, all right, this card coming soon, this app coming soon. That's better than, just don't say, hey, download your app now or whatever. I mean, I've seen so many marketing mistakes when I look over at, I've had people send me stuff, I've looked at things, I've read all sorts of things, and I always tell them this, market what we have right now. But honestly, if I were you, I would focus on who I believe I can build a business with. That's what I would do. That's what I have been doing. We are about close to 4,500, or maybe a little more than 45. I don't know. We have a lot of charter members. I think it's actually north of 4,500 now that we have, and then 9,000 in corporate. And a lot of those are business guys looking at this, ready to reach out to the masses. A lot of them are people that want to learn to be business guys to reach out to the masses. And I'm inviting you to learn to think like a business person. This is your company. You bought it. You bought it for 68 bucks. You're paying the overhead $38 a month to operate your business. So think like a business. Don't make this into a hobby. This is one thing you do not want to make into a hobby. Why? Simple. Because this sucker's going viral. In my opinion, this is going viral. And I think it's going viral fast. It will not take long. How long is it going to take for people to catch on to free? I can download something free that can save me money and make me money. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. And with the marketing we have coming out, corporate end, and on everything that's being done, this sucker's going viral. Positioning, positioning, positioning. We talk about fear of loss. I'm telling you, fear of loss probably applies more now in our network than anything I've ever seen. There is no way on God's green earth I'm going inactive. No way. And I wish anybody who is inactive would just pay attention to what we're doing. And I'm going to go back to something else. Well, John, this was delayed. Okay, so why? If you guys knew what was going on behind the doors, behind the scenes and stuff, like some of us, and I don't even know everything. I know a bit, but not all of it. This is being built like a real business to last for decades, if not longer. Okay, every decision being made is made for a reason, for longevity, and for taking products, making them better, making them cleaner, helping them pay the members a little more, helping with retention, the banking side. I'm going to allow, I have a pretty good idea when the bank's going to roll out. I'm not going to mention it. Again, we want to pull everything in and keep the messaging consistent. We will allow Dave to mention that through the field. He's basically going to be the mouthpiece, the conduit between the field and corporate. We need one person to do that. And I don't think there's a better person to do that, to be honest with you. I think it's fantastic. And then you let the team leaders, lead our teams and help you learn and develop and do what you need to do to build a successful business. There's a lot of things we're doing. The funnel systems we created, that's for every, I don't care where the funnel system came from. I don't care if I'm the one working with, Brian and those gentlemen over there. That's for everybody in corporate to take advantage of that. Why did we do those funnel systems? Simple. Because we were sick and tired watching people pay hundreds of dollars for a funnel system or system and then receive a skeleton and say, oh my goodness, okay, I've got this now. What do I put in it? Where's the content? Where's the video? What do I do? Then they have to learn it, and they're shelling out hundreds of dollars, and we thought, man, they're just, hopefully they can figure it out. But not everybody's a strong marketer, and we get it. So we thought, okay, well, why don't we create one? We create the content, we put the videos together, we work closely with corporate, we work with compliance, we do everything we can do to help people build something successful. And right now, it's a shell. Right now, the rev system that we have, it's the beginning part of it. Why? Because after the bank launches, the app launches, then we'll have more content, more video. Right now, that's being used to help you find your leaders. It's not being used to put a mass marketing campaign out there right now to download an app that doesn't exist yet. It's there to attract your business people, your visionaries. Watch the video that was put together. That's for the visionaries, to catch the people to see the vision of this. Then it will change, it will adjust, it'll adapt. And then once that video's or the app's out, boom, download this app, purchase this card, purchase a travel, purchase this, purchase that, as things roll out. Everything's systematically done for you. The biggest concern I have is seeing members out there saying certain things, and if it's not ready yet, I promise you it's going to make you look bad. And I'm just telling you this as an upline who cares about you and your success. I mentioned, I was speaking with a few gentlemen today, and I said, look, I'm lucky, I'm fortunate. I've been in business a long, long time, many, many years, and I know a lot of people. I have a pretty large network. In fact, I have a very large network. And I know I can pick up the phone, make a couple phone calls once the app goes live, and I can move a lot of apps. I can get a lot of downloads really quickly. It's not about me. It's about us putting systems together to help everybody else and say, let's keep doing these calls. Let's keep training people and help them understand the process. Follow the leader. Follow the leaders, really with an S. Follow the process. Trust the process. Trust the guys behind this with their decades of experience know what they're doing. Richard is he's got his part of this for a reason. Trent has his part for a reason. Roger, Kevin, Troy, all those guys are here for a reason, and they're very darn good at what they do. John Stahl, Ed, Terranova, Jeremy Jenkins, Dave Dove, all those guys are there for a reason, and they're very good at what they do. Very good at what they do. Follow what we're telling you, because we've all built successful businesses. All of us, every leader in this company has on their own built successful businesses. Every single one of them. From corporate down to the trainers, down to the master members, we've been there, we've done that. So, and I'm not saying that to toot our horns or anything, I'm just saying that because it's important that you know how important it is for you to listen and don't get ahead of us. Do not get ahead of us. Message what we have available right now. What do we have available? We have the charter memberships. We have the savings portal. Very soon we'll have the international payouts to the international members. The commissions are there. They'll be able to get to them very quickly. Then we're going to offer the free customers soon. We've got something coming up on the 21st of this month. It was put together by the trainers and the master members. It's going to be here in Utah. You can go to our world, I believe, and look it up. In fact, from all the calls between here and now, we're going to be talking more about it. It's $5 for a charter member to participate, and it's free for your prospects. You can invite as many prospects as you want for free. We're going to go there, Super Saturday event, and there may just be some pretty major announcements. That's all I'm going to say. There may be some pretty major announcements and things rolling out right afterwards. That's all I'll say about that. But what I would do in the meantime, like I said, stay plugged in, learn everything, all the tools that are at your fingertips. Your tools are what? You've got the Rev system, you've got the trainers, you've got the master members, you've got calls like this Monday through Thursday, you've got our world, you've got our Rise Up, you've got all that stuff. Each team has their own team page, because this is a corporate call for everyone. I've got my team page, Jeremy's got his team page. We all have, there's a lot of tools and resources for everyone. Plug into it, keep it. On the marketing, allow us to put together materials that you guys will love. And I get this question a lot, where are all the marketing materials? Again, patience. We're waiting until the right time. We do have the 2-minute video that's been very grossly successful. A lot of people have joined our network after watching that 2-minute video. That's a great video to send out right now. And you say, coming soon, that's where this is headed. That's where the card is. We will have videos about the app. I know we'll have videos about the app because I've been talking to a couple of the guys about, creating videos for the app. So I know that's coming. We'll have videos about the charter members. We'll have videos about all sorts of different things. We're going to hand them to you. We just had to wait for these things to roll out because we don't want the messaging to get ahead of where corporate's at. Because again, that's credibility. Everything we do is done for a reason, and again, trust the process. We're very, very, very excited about what we're building here with our network. In fact, I've lost sleep many nights. I complain because I don't sleep enough, but my head's always spinning, and I'm always thinking of ways to help people to create their teams and build large networks. On the business side, think about all the verticals you have here. You can go to consumers, download this free app. You can go to businesses once that's ready and have them, sign up for marketing for free. You can have them do the payroll. You can have them do anything on a bank side. That's what makes this so amazing. Anybody always asks me, well, how is this different than, this and that? And I said, it's simple. We're a bank. What do banks offer? Banks offer a lot of different products and services, and we get to share in the merchant side on those merchant fees with the bank. And that's how we're able to offer free customers, because where does the money come from? The merchant fees from the bank. Money may also come from free customers taking advantage of products and services that we will roll out that will be available to free customers. I've even heard the argument, I've heard people ask me this, why is it fair, John, that I'm paying and somebody gets to do this for free? You know what my answer is? My answer is, look at it again. Look at it a second time. Why is it fair? And I'll say, here's my best answer. Look at it again and think about it this way. That customer doesn't own their own business. That customer can refer people, straight line, make a bonus. They're paid a bonus every time they refer somebody if that person uses a product. Charter members, we don't have a matrix on the customer side, do we? There's no matrix over there. It's unlimited. It's infinite. You can go as gazillion levels deep. You're going to get paid on all of it. All of it. As a charter member, all those customers under you, you get. And it's not that customer brings a customer in, they bring in a customer in all the way down the line, you get paid on all of it. Whereas the customers only get paid straight line, and they get paid on the swipes and stuff. They're not going to get paid on everything the charter member gets paid on. Charter members will make a lot more than customers, I can tell you that. Charter members can also build a sales team and bring in business partners. Customers can't do that. For $38 a month, it is highway robbery. On our side, we're being robbed. Our network's being robbed. That is so low compared to what you get. It's not even funny. It's not. It is extremely low. Why? Because we wanted to help the little guy. There's big guys that would come in here all day, every day, and pay thousands of dollars to have this opportunity. All day long. What would happen? They'll say, hey, I'll give you X amount of money, and boom, give me access to this, and I'll go sell the living heck out of it. And we could do it. We could build a business on that. We could. But we don't want to. We want to help the little guy come in. We spoke with Trent today a little bit, and Trent Walker, the partners are in town this week having partner meetings, and one of the things he said really stuck with me. I loved it. He says, it's about freaking time that, we can share bank revenue with people. We're able to do it on that merchant side. And I loved it. Their hearts are in the right place. Their minds are in the right place. These guys are extremely intelligent, smart. They know exactly what they're doing. I feel humbled, honestly, all the time to be where I'm at in our network. And I work very hard, as you can tell. And a lot of our team's working very hard. But make no mistake about this. I honestly believe that this will be the largest networking platform I've ever seen. I think it'll be the largest one you've ever seen. And I think that you're in the right place at the right time. And if you focus and listen, truly listen to what we're teaching you and how we're going about it, utilize our marketing once we create it, utilize our messaging, be consistent. So everyone that hears a message, they hear about the same thing, they understand it, there's no confusion, it will grow faster, it'll be smoother on the transitional stages, everything will run better. And let the pros do what the pros do. Download that free app, get people to download the free app, allow corporate to drip on those people, to upsell them with professional messaging. Let the rev system do the same thing with professional messaging on a one-on-one. You have the rev system you're able to create. You build your downline with that. You allow corporate to do what they're doing on top of that. You drip, 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 all that kind of stuff. You do this kind of stuff, you can find a lot of success. You know, and that's what I love about what I'm doing with RNetwork. I feel there's a lot of people bringing us a lot of value from the leadership side to the charter member side. We have great conversations. There's a lot of smart charter members out there too. And we're building this thing together. That's why they call it RNetwork. And with that, guys, that's pretty much all I have tonight. Just really stay tuned. Be at that event on the 21st. I believe it'll be live streamed. I'll find out. I'm sure it will be. And, you know, watch for those announcements. Right now, the best thing you can do is go build your base. Get the 3ME, get the 3ME bonus, do all that stuff. Help people break even by being topped off with that bonus each month. Help them earn more than they pay by building their network of people. But tell them not to be discouraged if they're getting a slow start. Just tell them to plug in and learn, because guess what? The customers are still going to be there. The customers will be there. You do not have to be an all-star network marketing stud to make money in this one. Not this one, you don't. You have to have the ability to share a free app. That's what you have to do. If you can share a free app, you can find success in this. If you can learn more on the marketing side and, you know, build your funnels, do all that kind of, that's all bonus. That's all extra. That's all extra. If you can learn how to share a free app, you can have success. To do this, just open your mouth and just let it ride. But in the meantime, find the leaders that can see that if they can share a free app and they can also piggyback on that success. That's where we're at right now. That's where we want to focus right at this moment. And then again, once everything rolls out, let her rip. Go out there and build a massive customer base. You know, sign up tons of people because they want to save on travel, they want to save on cars, whatever it may be. You know, the opportunity is knocking. We'll see if you answer the call. Till next time, guys, Thursday night, prospect call. More on the comp plan and everything else that night. We will see you guys next time. Thanks.